Hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Jason Lehman. I'm the marketing team lead here at Fishbowl Solutions. Happy to be joined by a couple colleagues today. Connor Rhoda. Hi, Connor.
Hi, Jason. How's it going?
Connor's on our business development team. Also in the room, I have one of our Oracle Digital Assistant developers, Scott Wall. Scott, welcome.
Thanks, Jason.
Scott will be monitoring the questions that get asked during the webinar today, so please do go ahead and ask any questions during the webinar, and we will answer those, as many as we can, at the end of today's webinar. So again, we are here to talk about for 30 minutes how you can transform customer service during the holidays with the Digital Assistant for Oracle Service Cloud. Here's our agenda. So just to kind of level set on what we've seen on the business problem front when it comes to customer service and how digital assistants can help. Share a customer service example of a case study or success that one of the customers with the Oracle Digital Assistant is having with customer service. And then I'll turn it over to Connor for a pretty in-depth demo, kind of a day in the life of a shopper who's using a digital assistant on a website to get questions answered, look at promotions, view return policies, things like that, as well as a live agent transfer to a Service Cloud agent. And then we'll talk about what it takes to implement a digital assistant, and again, we'll answer any questions asked during the webinar at the end. So just a couple housekeeping items. This webinar is being recorded. Everyone that did register will be sent a recording within a day or two of the webinar. As I mentioned, you can ask questions throughout the webinar through the Zoom interface. There should be a little Q&A icon. You click on that. You can type your question in there, and then we'll answer them at the end. As I mentioned, Scott will be monitoring those questions, so if he has time during the webinar, he can actually answer them live for you. So with that, let's get started. So I think most of us understand that the holiday season is a crazy busy time, and in North America, the holidays are really earmarked by the shopping that takes place. And overall, if you consider from October 31st to January 1st, shoppers are expected to spend around $1 trillion, with $108 billion of that coming from e-commerce or online transactions. Most of us probably consider the holiday shopping season to really start on the day after Thanksgiving or Black Friday, but as we know now, a lot of shopping actually takes place on Thanksgiving, and this year, shopping on Thanksgiving Day rose 2.3% according to Shopper Track data. For Black Friday, it was expected to be around $12 billion spent in 24 hours across 168 million shoppers. And this year on Black Friday, online shopping hit $7.4 billion, an all-time record for the day, according to Adobe Analytics. We also have Cyber Monday, or the first Monday in December. It's taken a top spot on the business shopping days of the year list. This year, Cyber Monday 2019 was an even bigger day for online shopping than Black Friday, with sales totaling $9.2 billion, which was up 16.9% from 2018. And 8 of the 10 busiest shopping days still remain in 2019. So there's still a lot of shopping to be done. And all that shopping is good for the financial health of retailers and companies. And essentially, a good holiday shopping season can put companies in the black for the entire year. But all that shopping does have an impact on customer service. So more transactions made by more customers, which also means more customer service questions on product availability, prices, store hours, promotions, etc. To keep up with this demand, retailers have had to hire an estimated 650,000 employees during the holidays, with 29% of those being in customer service. So this causes a lot more overhead for companies, which obviously leads to more costs. Additionally, during the holidays, customer service departments receive 75% more customer inquiries. So you can imagine that with this increase in volume causes longer wait times, which stresses the customer and also stresses the customer service reps. It's also during the holidays that customers are going to be more sensitive to poor customer service. So companies are 66% more likely to lose a customer during this time. And really what's at stake is revenue. And each year companies stand to lose around $537 billion due to poor customer service. So how can a digital assistant help? Well, let's quickly first define what a digital assistant is, and that's just simply a computer program that attempts to maintain a conversation with a human. Essentially, they can be used on company websites or social media channels to augment a company's customer service department. Platforms like the Oracle Digital Assistant include technologies like natural language processing, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, which collectively help the chatbot or digital assistant answer questions, detect sentiment, and get smarter over time. So by using them, the goal would be to deflect customer service inquiries, and some studies show that it's realistic to aim to deflect between 40 to 80% of common customer service inquiries to digital assistants. And with the simple example that I just showed, answering a question on holiday shopping store hours, you get customers quick answers to simple questions so they can go on their way and engage with your company even more. And by doing this, you enhance the overall customer service experience with your brand. A digital assistant can do this by providing first-line support to customers 24/7/365. No more having customers wait to call in during only support times or dedicated support times, or getting someone to respond to a live chat. There are no more lines or queues. And because digital assistants integrate with back-end business systems, they can add more context to conversations, making such conversations more personalized and impactful, but again, getting the customers the answers they need fast, such as when they want to track an order in this example. But to really retain and increase revenue for your customers, the customer service you provide them needs to be consistent across channels. The average of a 9-hour wait time for a response on a company's Facebook page is not consistent with a 5-minute wait when calling into the customer support department. Organizations that are able to offer these consistent experiences will thrive and grow as they use digital assistants to even market products to customers during conversations. Something as simple as providing information on holiday shopping deals for your company. And digital assistants are being used by companies today, and their use will only continue to grow. Gartner suggests that even more companies will be using them by 2020, with again customer service being one of the most popular use cases. In some cases, Gartner reports organizations can see a reduction of up to 70% in call, chat, or email inquiries after implementing a digital assistant. They also report that increased customer satisfaction and a 33% savings per voice engagement. So what is the ROI potential? What are some of those benefits with the digital assistant for customer service? Well, just wanted to share one example of a customer that Oracle and Fishbowl has worked with. This is an office supply retail store, and they really wanted to create a better customer experience on their website while lowering the overall costs in their outsourced call center. They had tried a chatbot from another technology partner before, but that chatbot really failed to meet expectations. This customer was also leveraging some other Oracle applications and technologies within their business, including Oracle e-Business Suite and Service Cloud, and so they were keen to understand if a chatbot or digital assistant from Oracle could help them. As they foresaw leveraging the back-end data in these systems to help guide chatbot conversations, they thought it would make sense to work with Oracle and leverage the digital assistant platform and also Fishbowl solutions to really design that conversational interface. So in terms of ROI, the long customer wait times for live chat, which were about 12 minutes before, have been reduced to around 7 seconds. Their overall anticipated ROI, if you take what they were spending before on live chat interactions, are around $1 million per year, and you factor in how many live chats can be deflected to the Oracle Digital Assistant, they're projecting will be around 30%, you have a savings of over $250,000 per year. So with some of that background in mind, we wanted to show you a few examples of how Oracle's digital assistant could be used on a website for simple things like answering FAQs regarding holiday shopping, checking on promotions, and doing return policies. And we'll also show how, or Connor will also show how the digital assistant can seamlessly hand off to a live agent when necessary. So with that, I'm going to turn over to Connor.
So this current demo that I'm about to show you is going to include intents and menu options for a holiday shopping experience within customer service. This use case would be a customer visiting a retailer's website during the holidays, asking about such things as store hours, promotions, return policies, price matching, etc. So this digital assistant is going to show you how it can help customers get answers to those questions. The scenario would kind of play out as a holiday shopper is kind of prepping to go out and go shopping for the holidays. they're coming to a retailer's website and see that there's either a chat icon or somewhere else on the site they see the ability to have live chat and have that chatbot respond to them. So as you can see here on Fishbowl's site, we have this floating logo or icon down in the corner that's going to prompt the chat dialog if I click on that, which is going to prompt the digital assistant to start and get going. So for this example, I'm going to go now to the demo and show you how this scenario would play out. So coming to the retailer site, click into the bot, and you can see here that you have the menu options. So to start, when the shopper is going to come to the site and begin the interaction with the bot, the first thing they're going to want to do is figure out where's the closest store to me and what are the hours for that store. So they're going to prompt that menu to begin, and then they're going to see, as they're clicking through the menu options, that you've got store info here as the second option. So they're going to click into that, which is then going to bring up the subset of other options, which the first option there will be store hours and locations. So we're going to go into there to then figure out where that store is and what the hours are. We're going to put in our zip code to figure out what that closest store is. There, then the bot will give you back that information, which will allow you to know where that store is and what the hours that you're working with are. So now that we know that, we're going to want to go back to the start, which we can do from going to this option 3 here, which will bring us back to the main menu. And now that we know where and when we're going to be able to shop, we're going to want to see what those holiday promotions that such store is running. So we're going to come back through here. You can see there's a product info, and now we get to the promotions tab, which we'll click into. And here you can see that there's a few different options. You've got a product specific one, you've got trade-in offers, holiday deals, and that's what we're here to look for as we're prepping to go out shopping. We're going to click into here to get our options and see the deals that such store is running during the holiday season. Here you can see that you've got, TV deals, laptop deals, etc. As we were going through this, though, we recalled that there is a product-specific offering in that. So versus starting back over and getting another piece of information, we're just going to go back to the topic list under promotions, which will then get us back to this point where we can click into this AirPods Pro offering that the store has out there, and we can see the information regarding the specific promotion that the store is running on an Apple Watch and AirPods and what happens discount-wise when you purchase both of those. So now in this process, we've gone through, figured out where the store is, what time it's open. We've seen the promotions that they're running during the holiday season. Now we've actually purchased an item. We came home with the item, and the item isn't exactly what we thought it would be. So now we're curious what the return policy is at such store. So we're going to go back to the start again, click into menu. You can click through, or we can just type in return into the digital assistant. It's going to ask whether we purchased that online or in store. In this situation, we purchased it in store. Here, the digital assistant's going to show you that return policy, let you know what you're able to do. Here's now where we're going to show the live agent handoff, because in this case, let's say that the shopper purchased with a gift card at such store, and in that return policy, there wasn't enough information regarding a gift card purchase, so we need to talk to a live agent to get a further explanation of what we need to do in this situation. So side by side here, you can see where we've got Service Cloud operating. You can see that that agent would have this incoming chat coming in. They're going to accept that chat. And here now back in the digital assistant, we can see that the live agent interaction has begun. So we're going to say, what is your gift card return policy? that'll come over to the Service Cloud agent, where the Service Cloud agent can then say, with a gift card, the purchased amount will be refunded onto the gift card. There we can see how that interaction goes, where now the shopper has, received all that information regarding a gift card, and at this point doesn't have any further questions, so they can just say, okay, thank you. And that interaction then is finished at that time. Continuing through the demo, though, what we're now going to show is the ability to have the digital assistant operating in a different channel. In this situation, we're going to show the exact same demo in an SMS text format, where let's say that the shopper now, say they're getting ready to go back for a second trip to the store. They've operated or interacted with the digital assistant on the website, but now, they're en route to the store, and they've got one last specific question, or they want to figure out again what those promotions were. So here you can see that you'd be able to have a contact save if you've got a loyal shopper that shops there a lot, or you can provide that phone number on the website for shoppers to interact with when they're not able to be on the web. Here now it's going to give us the same options that we had when we were operating in the web format. As you can see here, that's going to be the same type of menu system. You're just going to interact with it a little bit differently. So in this situation, like I said, say that we, drove back to the store, and originally we bought a laptop, and are now bringing that back to return it, but we recall that there's that AirPods and Apple Watch offering in the promotion. So we're going to look through here and say that we want to view the promotions. There we can see again, here's the promotions that they're running, and we're going to figure out what that promotion is as we're, say, walking from the parking lot into the store, and just want to be refreshed on what that offering is. So here you see that ability to operate the same digital assistant within multiple different channels, and how that can be extremely helpful to a shopper in the holiday season. So for that, that's going to conclude the demo, and I'm going to give it back to Jason now.
So what does it take to build the best digital assistant for customer service? Well, from our experience, it starts with the platform. It really starts with that technology that you need to really build these type of digital assistant experiences on. And the Oracle Digital Assistant, or ODA, is one of the leading platforms to build digital assistants for not only customer service, but also employee onboarding, sales enablement, and more. So if you look at this graphic here on this slide, you start on the right-hand side where it says any application. Oracle's SaaS teams are really building digital assistant skills that are relevant to their own application. And you can think of a skill as functionality or functionally specific chatbot. For example, the HCM, or Human Capital Management, or Human Resources team building a digital assistant with a new hire onboarding skill, which, as the name implies, can help onboard a new employee. In our example, a service department could build one for customer service. And then if you move to the middle where it says the Digital Assistant Skills Store, skills are deployed to the Digital Assistant Skills Store. This is where all the skills are cataloged. From here within the ODA platform, you can select the skills you want to deploy to your own digital assistant. And really think of those skills, think of the skills store, that is, like the Apple App Store. So you select the apps from the App Store and make them available to your mobile devices, where similarly, you add the skills you want to add to your digital assistant. And then on the left-hand side, under popular conversation channels, the Oracle Digital Assistant can be deployed to various target devices, including Slack, SMS messaging, Facebook Messenger, Alexa devices, as well as to a website like Connor showed in the demo. And the reason the digital assistant as a platform is key is really to be able to bring together multiple skills under one digital assistant. And by having that one digital assistant, it can be the central point of contact to access all kinds of skills. That's better than having to find the skill of interest, as this really could become a mess, no different than trying to manage all the various apps on your phone. So why the Oracle Digital Assistant? Well, besides the out-of-the-box skills it includes, it has really comprehensive capabilities, enables you to quickly build digital assistants to let your customers engage in natural conversations with your business. As we mentioned, it's deployable on websites, mobile apps, messaging apps, and digital voice assistants. It really helps extend and enhance the functionality of your backend system to really deliver a personalized experience to each user. With the Oracle Digital Assistant, you can develop chatbots that create more natural conversation, to develop that natural conversational interface. Uses artificial intelligence, natural language processing, all powered by neural networks and machine learning. So the Oracle Digital Assistant can really easily detect what the user is trying to achieve or their intent and respond appropriately with the information or results of transactions. The platform really makes it simple and easy to build and train the bots without the need for specialist AI skills. And Oracle is really a leader in this space, having been recognized by the analyst firms Ovum, Forrester, and Gartner for their mobile app and digital assistant development platform. But the true value of the digital assistant is to provide real actionable services to end users. The included custom component builder allows developers to create modules that can be invoked during the dialog flow to really pull back that information or perform transactions through the Oracle-specific APIs, like we showed with the Oracle Service Cloud example, or third-party backend systems. Fishbowl has been working with the Oracle Digital Assistant platform for over 2 years. Over that time, we've learned not only a lot about the platform's capabilities, but also what it takes to design, build, and deploy purpose-built digital assistants. Through this experience, we built up the requisite expertise to develop chatbots for customer service, employee service, and more. This starts with the overall user experience and conversational flow design. Really understanding who the users are, what they want from the digital assistant, and how they want to interact with it, such as visual cues and menuing, like Connor showed in the demo. We then build the intents that you want the digital assistant to have by leveraging the out-of-the-box skills and then adding them based on your use cases. We then ensure the right security parameters are in place, the appropriate levels of personalization, and all the applicable backend integrations, again, like Oracle Service Cloud. So ultimately, the DA can ask and understand questions, give better answers, and present that information in the best way possible. So as Fishbowl has followed really a standard process to deliver these digital assistants. This iterative process really starts with planning and moves to solution development, testing, and deployment. Process is really followed regardless of the type of digital assistant you want to build, be it a FAQ bot, fact bot, or a bot integrated with your business systems to help customers complete transactions. And that is really an important point to consider, as a lot of customers typically start with a phase 1 bot and then add enhancements to that bot or digital assistant to get more value. Think of it really as a crawl, walk, run digital assistant evolution. So here's Fishbowl's process with a little bit more detail in each step. The key with the planning phases is really vetting out the use cases. What business problems are you looking to solve? We then take a look at your FAQs or knowledge articles and begin to understand what is being asked, how often, and when. We then help you consider the channels to be used, be it web, mobile, or social. Integrations, as we've discussed, can be key depending on the use case. But really the fun part of this process is helping you map out your user personas and the journeys to get answers from a digital assistant. We will then mock up a flowchart design. Once planning is done, we move to build. This is where we're going to integrate any of those business systems like Service Cloud and start designing the UX for the digital assistant. Once we have that built, we move to testing. This is where a lot of the data analysis occurs. So during this phase, we'll put together a digital assistant scorecard and help validate the FAQs that are being and if they're being answered correctly. And when we get your digital assistant deployed, the work really doesn't stop. So a big part of these deployments is knowing that the digital assistant can constantly be enhanced. No different than how you might handle face-to-face conversations with the same person at different times and different situations. We want to tune that bot to really be better and help it learn. And with Oracle's fastly evolving technology, we are always looking to help customers leverage more of the platform. So as we look to conclude today's webinar, we really want to help the attendees understand what it takes to get their digital assistant online, their digital assistant for customer service online. And with that, we're kind of presenting, and how we've worked with customers and with Oracle, really presenting 3 different options. So if you'd like to see more, maybe a little bit more than what you saw today during the demo in our discussion, we can do a deep dive demo for you where we can even use some of your FAQ data. We can also come on site and do a conversational design workshop where we map out your use cases, your personas, and customer journeys, and really map that to your digital assistant use case. And if you want to get started on building one today and have it online during the holidays or right after the holidays, as you kind of think about even maybe next year, having a digital assistant augment your customer service department during the holidays, we can start with the scoping engagement and deployment jumpstart. So we have a lot more information on digital assistants on our website as well, or you can follow us on social media, as we're always talking about digital assistants. So I'm including a little bit more contact information on that here. All right, thanks again for attending, everyone. Happy holidays.